I still think that Y1 is also very capable of playing the Kazakhs if needed. A matchup against the Lee Sin, of course, should favor the Lee Sin in the early stages of the game, but we've seen this time and time again, right? Like, there are times in where the Kazakhs was able to outplay and outmaneuver the Lee Sin, but it does look like that this will be the Aatrox in the jungle, allowing Taku to play one of his favorite champions in the Fiora.
Yeah, Fiora is going to be available. Still have some champions in the jungle that they could go and ban. The Kazakhs is one of them that G2B needs to ban if ever they want to choke out Y1 and let him pick a very awkward champion. And a Shen could also be banned, so he doesn't really have any more options after that.
Yeah, it's, those are the, I would say, premier options whenever you want to play for the team, and that is the goal for Y1. Now, G2 Blacklist is trying to target away the supports because they already have secured one for themselves in having that Nautilus, so I expect the Gragas to be banned away, leaving Akeno with, what, a potential Alistar? Or a Thresh?
Yeah, Alistar is going to be the only champion that he could pick up here for himself. Vladimir is going to be banned. So they're giving the option here for Y1 to take the Kazakhs. Yeah, take the Kazakhs. It's not going to be a problem for us. So what are they going to answer with? A Kassadin could be an answer, but the Karma...
It's an enchanter support.
Yeah, Ezreal and Karma. Okay.
Yeah, it's the win lane win condition for them. But they have to be careful, right? Like, if the Sivir gets locked in here for G2 Blacklist, there will be enough kill potential with that lockdown, and surprising amount of burst is available to the Sivir. Sivir or Xayah, those are the two options I'm looking at.
Yeah, I'm really surprised about this Karma pick.
Zeri.
Because they don't really have a lot of ways to make use of the damage that they have in composition. So they need somebody to be the CC man for Cerberus, because they don't really have any solid ones for this DPS to work from the side of Cerberus. But again, Zeri and Camille, they just want an easy lockdown and the single target kills for G2B.
Yeah, and also massive team fight potential still, right? Like, you get one head, it tends to snowball out of control, right, for G2 Blacklist. Not to mention that they do have a very big pickup in the Akali. Garen is going to get locked in here by Cerberus Esports, because at one point you still need a tank, right? And they don't have a frontliner. Had it been that this Garen is not going to get picked up for Cerberus Esports, but this is a classic pickup, right? Garen versus Akali, though, I feel that the Akali would have a very good time in farming all those items needed to impact the mid-game team fights.
I'm really surprised about this pick from Cerberus Esports, though. I mean,
Me too.
Ezreal and Karma, that could work in... I mean, supposedly that could work in the bot lane. But overall, the composition of Cerberus Esports doesn't really scream a lot, or at least doesn't really tell you on what they want to do as a team. It's a bit scattered. That's why that could be a problem if you're facing against G2B.
Right, exactly, right? Like, we have to know that the main reasons why enchanter supports are not in the meta is because they can easily get targeted down by all the potential burst combos coming in from the Lee Sin, coming in from the Nautilus. But they had to find a way to answer the Akali, right? Like, and one of the better ways to spot out the Akali is by using the Tether. If you have the Tether on, the invisibility of the Twilight Shroud won't be there, right? That's the only thing I can think of. Plus the fact that they needed an enchanter to unlock this Aatrox further. So now, the onus or the responsibility for the Aatrox to really pick up the pace of this game and be that accelerated is just at an all-time high. Because if G2 Blacklist ever denies this Aatrox at the early stages of this game, that's over. It's over, right? That's a game plan for G2 Blacklist. You deny the Aatrox, you slow down the Aatrox, and you will end up winning the game.
Yeah, the only way that they can make use of this advantage that they have here for the lane is the Ezreal Karma is so good at destroying really late game champions. For example, the Zeri is gonna have a hard time in this lane if ever they do pick up on the damage on the side of CES. So that's gonna be one of the good things for Cerberus Esports. But once we head into the middle game, or at least to the team fights, that is when the problem is gonna start here for Cerberus.
Yeah, and then we have this big beefy Garen, which is by the way got Also soft countered by the Zeri. Another pause imminent here in this normal scenario, and that's mainly the reason why I think that Akali is a very good pick overall. If not for the Twilight Shroud, Akali won't really be even viable, right? And now we are going back into the game, just trying to crunch some numbers here and there. I really laud Cerberus Esports in going for the Karma just because that Tether will at least devalue the Twilight Shroud. I just don't think it's enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's only going to be a one chance for them to lock it down. And also because they don't have a Camille on their side to use the Hexic Ultimatum to make it easier for them to just lock down that Akali. We also could go to another problem though. Where is the CC gonna come from here? From Cerberus Esports? Yes, they have a lot of damage. Yes, they have the Feather, but they don't have a follow-up CC to lock down that Akali, to take down that Akali who has like a million dashes.
Yeah, that's a very, very good point, right? Like at the end of the day, the most important or the best CC is the gray screen, and that's their goal, right? Which is basically to silence down the Akali, have enough burst to try to kill him down. And KD, oh man, the cameraman missed that first blood. I hope we get a replay soon and fast, because that was a very quick first blood on the top side. Let's look at that replay once again. G2 Blacklist just planning this one perfect. What? This is just... He's smurfing on the guy, dude.
Yeah. They got a kill in the bot lane too, though, but at least it's a 1-for-1 G2B. We need a replay again, and what happened there? That was happening while the replay is happening.
Yeah, again, the mechanics being shown by KD, just baiting out all potential counters by Taku, and having enough accuracy to hit that combo without even needing an ultimate to get an assassination was very good. If you're a fan of G2 Blacklist, now you're seeing that G2 Blacklist, you're saying that, BMM would have enough in him to at least challenge Aaron the first few minutes, but this is what is about to happen, right? Aaron just needs to survive at least for the first few minutes of the game. And by the time that he reaches level 7, he should have enough survivability and damage to threaten BMM.
Yeah, and now KD, okay. I thought they're gonna get another kill to their side, because it's easy, really easy for KD to just take down anybody in this early game. Even that Aatrox is not gonna be a problem for KD.
Yeah. There was no replay of what happened in the bottom lane, but it was only made possible with Y1 using his World Ender and getting that kill over to... I don't think it was Genza. Yeah, no, it wasn't Genza that was able to get the kill. But Golden Kite was the one that went down. KD will be spotted on a ward here.
Ooh.
Right, very good vision.
Yeah, goes in for the charge. Still not going to go in. Akeno might get killed here. That's a great dredge line to end it. And KD takes a kill.
And this is why you don't pick the squishy champions against, in a competitive scenario. It's just so easy to lock them down. Golden Kite. Oh man, that's a little bit scary, but they're not yet done.
Yeah, they go in for Y1, still don't have enough damage. The perfect execution was enough, and BMM is going to be the next target. Aaron's not going to get the kill, but at least they got one.
This is what we were saying, right? Like in a 2v2 scenario, Garen won't be able to do a thing.
Wait.
And now PMM is trying to challenge Aaron, but that will be a free tower in the bottom lane.
They got the kill on Ezreal too, because Genza didn't back away. We need to have a replay on what happened in the bot lane again, because a fight was happening while they got the kill. Again, G2B are just showing them how to take the early game, and they got a bot lane tower at 4 minutes.
Yeah, I think that's a summary of game number 4, right? Like, we need a replay, because that's been what's happening for G2 Blacklist. Cross-map plays one after another. And in 5 minutes, this Lee Sin getting unlocked, or getting all advantages needed to unlock G2 Blacklist lineup even further. Aaron going to get caught.
Yeah, they already used the Feather on their side though. So there's going to be a chance for G2B to go win Taku. Really great position, but what is he going to do on that side of the map? He doesn't have any CC. Cerberus Esports can't hold down G2B, and G2B can start the fight anytime. They're going to go Taku, going to go in. They still are going to be taking that Drake onto their side, though. Was able to run away. Still have a lot of damage, so Jaw's going to fall in the process, but G2B is going to run away.
Yeah, it's 1-for-1, counting the objective. And Cerberus Esports expended almost all ultimates needed. G2 Blacklist was able to still get that objective, but G2 Blacklist now feeling the pressure, and Cerberus Esports will start the Rift Herald.
Yeah, Cerberus is just going to take this Rift Herald. They don't have a lot of cooldowns on the side G2B to start this. Even the perfect execution
Wait, Y1
is down.
is so low.
KD is going to try it though. Y1 is going to be their target. KD's just going to take this for free. Golden Kite was able to get the kill onto the back line, and now this is going to be Cerberus in chaos after that game 3.
That's a disaster for Cerberus Esports. Really hard to come back from this, and G2 Blacklist still goes in with draw flashing in, missing his mark against Enza, but still mission accomplished for G2 Blacklist. That's the mid lane tower destroyed.
Yeah, and now BMM has been ignited. They're gonna go in, draw. Is just gonna use his death charge. BMM is not gonna move an inch, and he's gonna be dead and sacrificed to G2B.
This Garen pickup is not it. It's not it.
Man. It's a reason why he's not meta anymore.
Nope, not anymore. And we're seeing again the decisiveness of G2 Blacklist. They knew that Y1 did not recall. They went for the fast play. They wanted to secure the Rift Herald, but with Y1 being that low, that was just an easy execute from G2 Blacklist members. Another tower going down, and that's perfect tower plating for G2 Blacklist.
And as we said a while ago, even during the drafting, everything was questionable for Cerberus Esports. This composition just wants to cover the bases that they don't have covered, and that is the reason why they are losing in the process. Though they don't have any identity in this composition, and that's why it's so hard to find the goal. It's so hard to find the win condition in this composition.
They had to play reactive, but really, I mean, do you have the luxury of being able to counterpunch similar to what happened in game number 1? You don't have the Sever. Yeah, sure, you have the Ezreal, but it's not getting unlocked similar to what happened in game number 1, and where we saw a comeback from Cerberus Esports. What are we looking at, right? Like a 5.6k gold hole that Cerberus Esports is facing against an Akali that can just threaten the backline with just one skill. And again, with BMM skill, I still have to call out the... You know, it's a portion of two things, right? Like, we have to commend Coach TG in checkmating Cerberus Esports in this draft, and another engage here.
Yeah, Y1's gonna be the target though. Was able to get pushed back, and that's gonna be a kill for Carl. Katie was able to run away, and now they're gonna go in for more. They're gonna go for Akeno. Akeno is gonna be next. The knockup is gonna be enough, but right now onto the back line though. Aaron was able to get the perfect execution. Goes away, and that's gonna be another execute to their side. G2B takes 2 in the board.
G2 Blacklist is just playing with food right now. Cerberus Esports does not have the mobility, does not have enough outplay in them, and KD and company still going strong.
Man, Genza is gonna be dead, and now Cerberus is just gonna try their best to defend this tower, but that is gonna be a tower down for G2B.
Yeah, very far from what we saw from Cerberus Esports in game number 3. In game number 4, it's all G2 Blacklist. 9 minutes in, 10-2 in kill counts, and almost 8k goal lead. This is far from what we saw from game number 3, but then again, yeah, you're looking at KD just maximizing. How many times have we seen KD survive that store? Right? Like, this is a montage moment for KD on the Lee Sin.
Yeah, and even for Aaron, look at what Aaron did here. Though. Oh man, now there's just gonna be we got another kill while the replay was happening. And G2B is just dominating the early game. I like that G2B now recognizes that if Cerberus Esports are just going to give the early game like what happened during game 1 and game 2, we could just make use of that. We could make use of that and just win this whole series.
Yeah, and plus they have enough scaling, right? Like Golden Kite will definitely be a very big insurance to have. But if you give them the early game, they should have enough advantages overall. Now Aaron trying to play with fire against Taku. And we are at the 10-minute mark here, Dash, but I don't know. I just don't see a comeback coming in from Cerberus Esports. Earlier in G2 Blacklist comeback win in game number 3, there were a lot of scaling champions that was available to G2 Blacklist, right? Like the Yone Yasuo has a lot of damage come late game. But BMM Garen, nah, it's not gonna happen, dude.
Yeah, and even having an Ezreal, yes, he's gonna be strong in the mid game, but he's a bit too decelerated right now, and that's why not having the Trinity Force at 10 minutes is going to be bad here for Cerberus.
Yeah, and plus the game plan of G2 Blacklist is to attack and slow down Y1. Mission accomplished for them. And it was pretty much the composition for CES. They need Aatrox to be accelerated, and they cannot find the advantage for him because he was easily controlled by the early game aggression of this Lee Sin of KD. You're looking at the record of KD, he's 6-0-3, dude.
Yeah, and the only reason why, the biggest reason why they can't even secure any kills is, as we said, where's the CC gonna come from? Right now, Genza is gonna be target, and who's gonna stop him? Yes, there is a feather, but no problem. That's gonna be an elevator for the side of G2B, and they're just gonna be ending them one by one. Look at the backline, Akeno's gonna be dead. Aaron is just gonna be taking this backline in his hands, and BMM is gonna be next together with Taku. Chicken Flip was able to hit, 5-point strike, and that's Carl taking the kill, and BMM is just gonna be next because Golden Kite is gonna take it, and that's another ace for G2B.
G2 Blacklist pre-12 minutes will open up the base on the top side. Make sure that G2 Blacklist will have a 3-1 advantage heading into the game number 5. And man, this is so early. Baron has yet to spawn, but G2 Blacklist needs to back away.
Yep. It's like, oh man, the drafting, that is when the disaster came to the hands of Cerberus Esports. Yeah, that was a checkmate for G2B, and now they didn't really had any answer for their squad. Picking up the Aatrox to the Azrael was a really good 2 picks, but the picks after that, oh my, it was a disaster for them.
The karma often is needed by like one game plan, which is to funnel the Aatrox, but against the Lee Sin, can you really funnel an Aatrox? I don't think so, right? Like, and KD needs to be careful.
Yeah, and it's at least in the hands of KD too. UI1 is going to be left alone here in the Baron. Now they're going to be chasing him down, knocked up onto 2, and that is going to be Y1 dead here, left to the gods, and he's going to be sacrificed. They got 1 kill though, which is good, but that's not going to be enough to win against this squad. G2B is just going to take 4 kills on the board.
And that 1 kill was only made possible because of the Demotion Justice. Now G2 Blacklist is poised to take down another objective on the top side. This is a naked Nexus, no Nexus shields to help him up.
Oh man, no Nexus shields. Taku is going to be left alone. Still has to riposte to save himself, but it's not going to be enough for G2B. G2B is just going to end it, and that is just a fast game for G2 Blacklist.
A very big stomp by G2 Blacklist pre-13 minutes. Or was it? All I know is that they were knocking on towards the